That's my diversity shield. Come with me to the dance floor. Move like you never knew you could. Get off of your high horse and get healthy like you know you should. Find more fight, so it's so natural. Time for fitness. I just wanna see my kids grow up. A fitness. I don't wanna die young. A fitness. I don't wanna die young. A fitness.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Dude Bro. Dude Bro Fitness Boys. What's the show called?
I don't know.
Didn't even look. Hold on. Dude Bro Fitness Boys. That's it. I forgot to pay attention during the stinger, and I forgot what the show was called. Mostly because the name of the show is a complete joke. We talk about fitness because I'm very unhealthily fat, and I want to get not fat. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Alan, what about yourself this week?
Good. I felt pretty good. Thirsty. I'm on track to actually go to the gym 3 times this week.
Heck
And
yeah.
my schedule isn't going to interfere with it like it has in the past. And like
Okay.
last week, I like Monday and Tuesday I was so busy. By the time I could go to the gym, it was midnight. It was already closed. So I went and walked for 10 miles. Right.
And you also had your experience with some
that was
jerks.
yesterday. Yeah. So I've been to the gym twice. I went Monday, Wednesday. I'm going tomorrow as well. But yesterday, man, I was texting you the whole time I was there.
You
Because
were.
there were some douchebags at the gym, and it was actually pretty funny. It was annoying. It wasn't the end of the world because I was there at 11 o'clock at night, and Corwin just left the stream. His internet's probably going in and out. Hold on, I'll finish this story when he comes back. Joshua Templeton is 6 hours into Dungeon Crawler Carl Book 1, and I'm doing good mentally. Yeah, I mean, if you're reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, nothing really can go wrong.
I don't know what happened.
I was at the gym at like 11 o'clock at night, so it wasn't that busy anyway, but it was still frustrating. So I've got 6 workouts that I've been doing to kind of do the whole body. And I try to always start with deadlifts first because that's like the hardest one for me. And
Deadlifts is a full body.
yeah, it's the whole freaking body. It doesn't feel good. And I also feel like when I start with deadlifts, the rest of the workout feels better too because deadlifts will like get my heart rate up, right?
Yes.
If I start off and I'm just doing bench press, it'll take a long time before, my heart starts pumping. And but if I do deadlift first and then the rest of the exercises, I can maintain like a good heart rate the whole time because I got the little Fitbit thing that tells me. So I try and start with deadlifts, and I get to the gym, and there are only 3. It's a pretty small gym. There are only 3 deadlift stations, at the gym, and 2 of them were taken up by 2 guys who were ethnically ambiguous. And they had used up every single 45-pound weight in the gym. There were like 6 on each end or no, just 4. There was 4 on each end. They had 2 barbells set up, each with 8 45-pounds, and that's the
16. 16 plates in total.
Yeah. So and I do just 2 45s on each side. That's what I've been doing right now, because I'm just lighter weight and I'm a lightweight.
Dude, 2 45s is fantastic. I thought you were doing a lot less than that.
No, that's what we did.
No, we were doing 145.
No, it's a 45 on each end.
Oh, okay.
It's a deadlift. It's a deadlift. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you meant 2 45s
sorry.
on each end.
145.
I was like, whoa,
145 on each end. Yes.
Oh yeah. You just
2 in total.
45s. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I've got it all here. We started off. I don't know if this is big enough, or if, hold on. We can zoom in. I've got it all tracked. I shared this with you, by the way.
Yeah. I saw it.
We started off with 2 45s, 1 on each end. I did 8, and I've slowly progressed. I've color coded everything. It's looking so nice. I slowly progressed till the 4th time I went, I could do the whole thing without stopping, and I've been doing that ever since. And now I'm up to 12, and so the next time I go in, I'm going to put in 55s. I've increased every single weight now. So once I hit 12 like consistently, then I increase the weight. So now we can zoom out again. I feel really good. I feel really good about my progress. I've increased every single exercise at least a little bit. I've gone up 90 pounds on the leg press and 30 on the row. And so the light green is if my performance was better, and then the dark green is if I increased the weight, if that makes sense.
Right.
So yeah, I've gone up on all of those, and that feels good. I guess technically I haven't gone up on these on incline bench and deadlift yet, or shoulders yet, but I'm going to do that next time because I was doing really good. Yeah, this last time I was at the gym was probably the best performance I've had.
Yeah, you're looking. It's looking solid, dude. Good for you.
It was really good. Okay. Audible. Oh, the narrator for Dungeon Crawler Crawl. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Now I can't remember any of their names, but he's phenomenal. Okay. Point of the story is, I get there. There's 2 guys taking up 2 of the 3 deadlift stations, and there was someone else on the 3rd, so I couldn't do deadlifts. They'd taken up all of the weights, and so I'm like, okay, we'll give them time. I went and I did bench press first, and then I came back, and the other guy had left, and so I grabbed the 3rd station, and the 2 people were still there. Were they exercising, Corwin?
Oh, no.
No, they weren't. They were standing around talking the whole time I was there.
Yeah.
I got in. I had to pull 45 weights from the squat racks. I had to find some that people weren't using. I had to drag them over to the deadlift station because they took all the 45s, and they had 8. So they were taking up 16 45 weights. But here's the thing. There are heavier weights there at the deadlift station. There's a 55, there's even like a 60. And they weren't using those. They just use all of the 45s. For some reason, they stood there talking the entire time. I did all 3 of my sets, and I got to freaking 12 deadlifts, baby. I got to 12 deadlifts. I'm going to be going up next time. I'm going to use the 55, so I'm going up 20 pounds. It felt really good. I did all 3 of my sets. As I was unracking, as I was putting the weights away, one of the guys did 1 rep, and the other guy was cheering him on, and then they stopped and talked for another 40 minutes. It was absolutely insane.
I hate powerlifters. I do.
While I was doing most of my sets, one of the guys just disappeared. Like he went to the bathroom for like 15 minutes, and then came back just to cheer the guy on to do his 1 set. And I followed him around the gym for a little bit, kind of just like keeping tabs because it was hilarious. The one guy I never saw do a single exercise. and the other guy I saw do one deadlift, and then they high-fived each other, and eventually
gay
they
high
got
five.
around.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was super gay. And then by the end, after I'd finished my entire workout, they finally got off deadlifts. They were there the whole time. It like 50 minutes just talking, doing one set. They finally came over to the free weights, and they had dumbbells, and they were doing rows, right? Like posting up on the bench,
yeah,
and
single arm
doing a
dumbbell rows.
inverted row. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
When you, and they pulled out every single weight. They pulled out every weight from 25 to 65 and lined them up against the bench, each one. So not just like one in the set. They took both sets, lined them up on each side, and then he started with the 25, did 3 of them, then moved up to the 30, did 3 of them, and then moved up to the 35, did 3 of them, and then all the way up to the 60. You used every single weight in the house, right? So I couldn't even get the weights that I wanted to do for curls. And the other guy also disappeared again. He wasn't working out. It's a small gym. You can see the whole gym. He wasn't at a machine. He went back into the bathroom, probably to huff more cocaine, and came back and was cheering the guy on doing his rows. Guess what? These guys are power lifters. They can obviously deadlift more than me. I don't know. If I was doing 1 rep, maybe I could do the same weight. Okay. I row more than he does. He was rowing 65s on each arm, right? The dumbbells. I'm rowing 150. That's 75.
Right.
And I'm a big fatso. And these were powerlifting homos.
I really don't like powerlifters at the gym. Our gym has them too. I was more common when we were in Utah. The gym I'm going to now doesn't have quite as many, but powerlifters do that. Like they'll sit down and they have candy. You can tell them a mile away because they do that. Super heavy weights, and then they do 1 or 2 reps, 1 or 2, and they sit it down and they're done. That's it. And then they'll sit down for like 15 or 20 minutes. And they get back up and they do 1 or 2 reps and they sit down for their 10, 12 minutes. Sometimes they'll eat candy. Sometimes they'll eat like gummy bears. So not like chocolate, but they eat like sugary candies, like gummy bears, Skittles. Sometimes they'll do like a syrup, like drink. You can get like in a pouch, like a baby pouch. And it's just straight sugar. It's pure sugar for a quick, fast energy hit. And then they lift as heavy as they can for 2 or 3 reps and then pound their chest. I'm a man. I don't like power lifters. Strong men are different. That's a different ball game.
Yeah.
Power lifters,
they weren't very strong. I'm rowing more than they are.
Yeah. And they're doing like 3 reps and then they're done, right?
Yeah. Well, with deadlifter, it's just 1.
Yeah, deadlift 1, 2, yeah, and then they're done. And by the way, like people who are listening, that's
the quickest way to just blow out your back.
Oh, 100%. I'm a big fan of deadlifts. I think deadlifts, I used to not be. I think deadlifts, if used correctly, I know deadlifts, if used correctly, is one of the most efficient exercises. But if you are deadlifting 5, 6, 7, 800 pounds, you're being stupid. You're going to blow your knees out. You're going to blow your back out. And it's not the deadlift is a functional exercise. And don't get me wrong.
It's not one you should be maxing.
No, not all the time. No, I think to max it every once in a while, especially when you're trying to go up and to test and to give your body that stress is fine. But as a regular person who's I deadlift and I have 500 pounds and I'm deadlifting 500 pounds, dude, I'd rather you deadlift 200 pounds and do 12 reps instead of 500 pounds at 3 reps. Yeah. It's a lot less taxing on your joints. That's how people blow their backs out, especially as we get older. That's how people blow their backs out. And it's bonkers. Yeah.
Well, what am I'm doing 135 right now. Yeah. Because the bar is 45, right? Yeah. And I'm about to go up 20 more pounds, so I'm going to be doing 155. Yeah, no, like I can feel it when I'm doing it. Like it's a very good exercise. If you're doing a lot of reps, yeah.
Yeah. I actually had an opportunity at my gym. It was wild. He was doing calf raises next to me. And his name is Glenn Neer, and he is a bodybuilding champion, a world-class bodybuilder.
Oh, cool.
He is amazing. Like he really is. And he was big into the 80s, and he saw me and my wife. Glenn saw me and my wife working out, and he just made some adjustments to my deadlift, legitimately to my deadlift. He was like, "Hey, try this and do this," and he was very gracious. And I asked the guy's like 70 something. He looks like he's 40 in his late 40s. I'm not making this up. He showed me, we talked for a good hour and whatnot. The guy's a legend in the bodybuilding. He's won all sorts of stuff. And he specifically talked about longevity and bodybuilding and working out. And he specifically talked about the deadlift. And he told me, he was like, dude, you probably don't need to be deadlifting more than about 380 pounds at your max. If you're going for functional and not bodybuilding, if you're going for functional, look good, feel good, he was like, your body weight, your height, this is probably what you need to do. The guy's a legend. The guy won. Let me look him up real quick. What did he? He's won Mr. America. He won Mr. World. Yeah, he's won AAU, AAA, Mr. World, 1986 Mr. World, Mr. America. The guy's a legend in it. He's won a bunch. And so when he's telling me what I need to do, like, I'd be stupid. If LeBron James or Michael Jordan comes in and talks to you about basketball, you'd be dumb not to take their advice.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and it made sense. And he said the same thing for my wife. He was like, your weight, your height. And then here's the kicker. He trains his children. Okay. And his kids are older now. They're in their late 20s, early 30s. And he showed me
professional weightlifter that Corwin met at the gym.
Glenn Neer.
There you go.
He showed me a picture of his children. And his children were his kids, his 28, 29-year-old boy looked like a Greek god. I'm not making this up. Yeah. Looked like a Greek god. And he explained to me what his son eats, how he trains his son, what his son does. And his son's not into the bodybuilding like he was in. His son is into aesthetics.
Yeah.
A little different. But his sons look like Greek gods, not just his ones. He has two. Look like Greek gods. He has a daughter, I believe, as well, if I remember him showing me. And she looked like a Greek goddess. I mean, it was unbelievable. And we're not talking huge, big bodybuilders. We're just talking like, if you see this, like tone. They look like David, like the statue of David, or a statue that you would see in like ancient Greece. It was wild. And anyway, but he was talking about the deadlift. He said the same thing. The deadlift is amazing, but if you go too heavy, you're going to destroy your back. You're going to destroy your body. So don't go too heavy. Do what your body can handle. Maybe push it a little bit, but don't do this 800-pound crap and destroy yourself.
Well, I've always thought that tone looks way better than size. So not that I've ever had either. So yeah, American Gladiators used to be huge.
So gym wise, because so gym wise, you're feeling pretty good then. Obviously, like you're you're feeling good. You're up in the weights. How sore are you after your workouts?
I'll be sore, like not as sore as I was at your house, but
right.
I can feel it. Like I wouldn't want to go to the gym today,
right?
But I'll be fine tomorrow.
Good. Good. So your body is starting to have that
get
recovery
used to working out. Yeah.
Good.
For sure.
Good.
So I went up in rows, 3 workouts in a row, but I think 150 is the comfortable range for now.
Yeah.
I was really struggling to get that to 10 on the third set, and I added 245s on the leg press. I did 25s in between, and then got up to that. And I don't know if increasing the shoulders is going to go well next time, but I did 12. I actually felt good about shoulders for the first time since we started this.
Do
And,
do one more week on the shoulders, just where you're normally at.
okay.
I hate to do one more week on the shoulders, because that was where you've been struggling. You said you felt really good.
Yeah.
If you end up doing 15, go to 15 reps. Okay. And then you'll
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
But if you're upping everything else, if you're upping your deadlift, you're upping your bench, you're upping your leg press, you're upping your the row.
Oh yeah, that's true. If I up my bench and shoulders in the same set, it's probably not going to go well.
Yeah. So keep it there, right there. And if you end up going to 12 reps, if you get to that on that first, you can go 12 and you can go 13, 14, 15. Great. You don't need to, perfect. You don't need to go to 30, but go to 12 to 15. The next one, if you get to 12 to 15, great. If you get to 10, and then you'll know, especially after you've done the incline and you've upped your incline.
Yeah.
Because that will change. That incline is going to hit your chest, and it also, as you push, it's also going to hit your shoulders.
I've also been trying to space them out. It just depends on what machines are open, though.
Right.
But I've been trying to do incline bench like right after deadlift, and then do shoulders at the end. So I'm like, I can recover a little bit.
Which makes sense, because deadlift is more of a leg. Deadlift, one of the only muscles that doesn't hit actually on a deadlift is your chest.
Yeah.
It will hit your back. It hits your shoulders. It hits your forearms. It hits everything but the chest. So, well, good, dude.
Yeah. You want to see?
I'm glad that your body's not nearly as sore as it was. I'm glad that you're feeling better. And let's look at this stuff.
Yeah. So, if you want to see weight, I haven't logged all of my calories today because this is all I'd eaten until 5 o'clock. I had some pepperoni and a slice of cheese, but it was also my son's birthday, and he wanted to go to a buffet, so we went to Golden Corral, and all I ate was meat. I probably ate too much. Like I definitely hit at least 2,000. I definitely hit 2,000 calories today. So we're just gonna put that in right there. Food. I have no idea how much it was. Custom. Let's go. Lots. I'm just gonna put 2,000 right there.
Oh, it's serving size. So just say one. Yeah, serving size 1. Calories 2,000.
I wasn't doing any measuring, and it's the first time I've eaten till I was full since I've been doing this.
Right.
And that's what's been so great about this diet is I don't know, with carbs, man, you want to just keep going,
You do.
And you're like, oh man, I'm full. Now I got to stop. But with this, I'm just like, oh, I can just eat a couple slices of deli meat and a piece of cheese, and then I won't be hungry for 5 more hours. Or
isn't that wild?
I haven't eaten, at least, the transition was a little bit rough. I was probably eating till
Sure.
I was eating more on the first 3 days.
Yeah, and people do. They tend to.
But yeah, this is the first time that I've eaten till I was full. I needed to get my money's worth. Okay. I had a lot of ribs. Sue me.
And guess what? Fat and protein are your 2 main sources. So who cares?
Yeah.
Right?
But I probably gained a pound from today.
Oh, I'm sure. At least.
Even though I did get a lot of work out because I mowed the lawn. I burned a lot of calories. Maybe I'm still at a calorie deficit. I mean, see, even if this is 4,000 calories, that's still a calorie deficit according to my Fitbit. Because I've taken 10,000 steps today.
Yeah, and the day's not quite done.
But weight progress. If we go to last, we streamed on Friday, but if you want to go a week ago, I was at 330 pounds, and this week was weird. The weight kept going up and down, but it's still pointed the same way eventually. I went from 30 down to 20, and then I hovered at 28, went back up to 29, and then today I was at 26. And I actually weighed in again right before I went to dinner, and I was at like 26 flat.
And that body fat, you're using that same scale, right?
Yeah. Oh, I can show you the scale now. So I finally figured out how to calibrate the scale. It's got another app, so like another 13 apps on my phone. But it breaks down all the stuff now. So this was the last time I weighed in. I haven't gotten back on the scale. It's probably back up to 330 after
I'm gonna
after
give you.
today's
I'm
dinner.
gonna give you some advice after that dinner. Don't weigh yourself tomorrow. Weigh yourself after.
Tomorrow afternoon,
Tomorrow.
after I've had 3 poops.
Yes. Yes. Trust me on that. Just wait until you, and then you're like, you know what? I could probably, and you'll, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the whole breakdown. I don't know if that's helpful, but yeah.
Go back to the other one though, because that's where you've been putting
326. So if we go by the numbers from 3 hours ago, I've lost 4 pounds since last Thursday,
which is amazing.
Which is also not true anymore.
Yeah, but your body's going to digest that crap. And here's
also,
the wild thing.
I was basically like fasting today because I knew I was going to eat more.
And here's the wild thing. That meal that you have, and this is what, just try this just because you're on it, because you have so much meat in your system right now and all those ribs. See how long you can go tomorrow before you're actually hungry, before you go, I need to eat.
Oh, yeah. No, I did that yesterday too. I had 1,000 calories yesterday. Oh,
and that's the thing.
200.
Do you feel like you're starving yourself?
There was like a bit where I was like, oh, I'm pretty hungry, but like I don't need energy. Like my stomach got a little rumbly, but I was like, I don't need to eat.
Isn't that wild? To me, that's just wild. So lots. I love how you put it, lots. I don't think you need anything. But
I don't know what it was. I didn't have a single carb. I was really tempted to eat a roll, and I didn't eat a roll today. There might have been a little bit of barbecue sauce on one of the ribs, but I strategically picked some that looked like they didn't have any.
That weren't covered. Dude, but you losing 4 pounds this week, again, that's massive. That's huge. And then if you go back to the weight measurement down. So it doesn't matter. You can just scroll down a little bit, I think. Or hit body fat. Sorry, hit your body fat scale and go up and let's
because now the weight is measuring the body fat.
Right. So go up
scale.
a little bit. Go
up somehow. Oh, because when you measured me in
I think I wrote
Vegas, you wrote down 40. It had to have been 50.
It was 50.
Yeah. But I've gone down to I hit a 48% today.
So look at that. You've gone from 50% body fat. What was your lean mass before? A couple. Do we know?
I don't know. The scale wasn't always measuring it.
Okay.
So
we'll have to look. But
so once you see these, so these percentages are that's I figured out how to work the scale on Saturday. Okay. And everything else, this is just the weight.
Click that Saturday.
So Saturday was if you want the actual details, then go to this, because that one will only give you the weight and the body fat.
Yeah,
but if you go to Saturday, I weighed myself several times just to see if it was working.
Right.
But I was at 50% body fat.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Yes, I have 11 stats not up to standard and only 2 up to standard, and it's my fat-free mass, which is just I don't know
what that is.
Well, that's the part of me that's not fat, but like, isn't that always up to standard? How could that not be up to standard? But I do have high muscle mass, so see. I'm not just fat. I'm very fat, but I'm also not just fat.
But if you go up, the lean body mass is what we're looking at. So keep going up. Skeletal muscle, right there. That's what you have, muscle mass, but skeletal muscle is what we're looking at.
Skeletal muscle. Okay.
amount of muscle attached to the bones, physical strength, posture, mobility, metabolism, right? So you were at 49.7% body fat, 32.5% skeletal muscle. Now go to your next one. Those are the two that, let's go to the one you did before you went to your wonderful and you're higher.
Yeah.
You're higher. You went up 1.5% in muscle. That was 105 something. So you've gone up almost 3 pounds in muscle, and your body fat has gone down almost 10 pounds, which makes sense because you're going to gain muscle and you're going to lose fat. And so, dude, you are like crushing it. You're crushing it. 4 pounds lost this week. That's wild.
Yeah, it feels really good. I feel I mean, I don't feel like healthy yet, but I feel healthier.
Which is what you need to be. And that, dude, 4 pounds, if you keep this up at 3-4 pounds a week, I mean, dude, that's anywhere from 12 to 16 pounds a month. Here, we'll around Christmas time we'll take a slight break because the holidays, I mean, we all want mashed potatoes and gravy, and we all want stuff like that. So if you want to take a break, we can take a break. Not from the working out and not from managing what you're eating, but we can take a break from carnivore for a while, and then we go right back to having fun, right? And working out and getting. I'm very impressed with you, Alan. This is freaking awesome, dude.
Health goals. There was a thing on the app that said like when you'd lose the weight, when you'd get your goal by, but I can't figure out how to get to it.
Yeah, there'll be a time around the holidays because you have mid-November to end of December, lots of parties, lots of friends. You're going to want to eat cake. You're going to want to eat pie. But what we're going to have to do with that is we'll discuss it when we get further there on the show. We will have to discuss definitely calorie counting, and we'll have to discuss eating in moderation and making sure you're not massively overeating. So what we'll want to do during those months. During those months is we're going to want to set a period. Yeah. Cheat days. And it's kind of like a cheat month.
I bought a scale that apparently measures them, but who knows how accurate they are. Cause it also says my body's only burning 2,000 calories a day.
Yeah. They're not extraordinarily accurate. But what they are really good is they are good at giving you a baseline. These cheap scales, you can get one. There's a Humi Health scale. I think it's like $250 that is fairly accurate. 100% no, but it's fairly accurate. The scales you can get that are around $40-$50, they're really good to give you a baseline measurement. And if you use that the entire time and not another scale, it will still give you progress reports because it's still using.
So even if it's off, you're still going to see the change or rate of change.
Yeah, it's still off for you, right? So like in reality, you might have you might be 40% body fat, and this thing will measure you at 39% body fat.
Right.
But because you're doing this same scale, as you lose weight, it will show your overall weight loss. So it does give you a good baseline. Yeah. For sure. But yeah, when we get closer to the holidays, we will talk about how to basically we'll say like how much weight are you wanting your maximum amount to gain? Does that make sense? You'd be like, I'll gain a couple of pounds. I don't want to gain more than 3 or 4. And then once you hit that 3 or 4 weight, we're right back on to doing the diet. So but it will give you some room to be like, hey, I'm at a party and I would like a slice of cheesecake. It's not going to kill you, right? Or, hey, I'm at a party. I'm at Thanksgiving, and I want frickin' mashed potatoes and gravy with my turkey. That's fine, okay? And I want a piece of pumpkin pie. Perfect. After the holidays come, we jump right back on it. And I'll do the same thing. I'll do the exact same thing.
Right.
But we do set a period where we go, I'm going to gain a couple of pounds this holiday season. That's okay. I'm willing to gain you'll have lost at this point. You'll probably have lost close to 50 pounds. So you say, I'm willing to gain.
Well, I mean, if we count, I'm at 25 right now.
Yeah.
Or 24.
So, I mean, we're halfway through August. So September, October, and then we hit the end of November. So we have 3 months left. 12, 24.
Ooh, that's going to be tough. Yeah, stuffing's my favorite.
Yeah, 12, 24, 36, plus your 20 pounds that you've lost right now, or the 25 you've lost right now. So you're looking at about 50 to 60 pounds weight loss, which will be phenomenal. And that's when you go, okay, I'm willing for the holidays to gain up to, 7 to 10% back, which will be an extra 4 to 6 pounds, somewhere in there. And when you gain that weight, if you gain that weight in the first week, you're toast. You've just got to get right back on it. But if you gain that weight over a little bit, that's fine. We just jump right back on it. Or if you end up only gaining 1 or 2 pounds, great. Or if you just end up staying the same pretty much and not losing any weight, that's fine too. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
You should. You definitely should put the gizzards in your stuffing. That sounds like a euphemism.
But
put the gizzard in your stuffing, right?
But yeah, there you go, dude. Good for you, man. That's freaking awesome. I'm glad you're feeling good. I'm glad you're sticking to the diet. I'm glad you're losing weight. I'm glad you're not miserable through this whole experience.
No,
and I think that's the most important thing. If you were absolutely miserable, you wouldn't be continuing to do this.
I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I had to go to a barbecue and not eat anything there. I was just drinking water.
I mean, I had to go to McDonald's on our trip with the car breaking down, and all I did was take off the burger and just eat the burger. That's all I did, because I'm on it with you right now. So anyway, well, that's all I've got for today. I don't really have anything like hardcore planned unless
that's it.
Your comments have any questions, or if you have any questions or concerns.
That was it for now. I was trying to find. I still can't find it. There was, it was less than a year when I set like the weight goal. It said I should be able to lose that in less than a year if I'm continuing the progress that I'm currently doing. So it was like a 40 weeks. I can't seem to find it on the app. I've been looking for a while. But
yeah, I mean, that makes sense if you're losing 12 pounds a month, 4 pounds. But let's say you lose about 3 pounds. Let's average 3 pounds. I mean, that's 3, 6, 9, 12. That's still 12 pounds a month at 3 pounds a week. But you will kind of, once we get under that 300 pound, you'll probably curtail off a little bit, and we'll have to adjust. And then
how much are we eating?
Yes and no. We'll see how much you're eating at that
out.
point. But just how much your body's losing. Basically, the more muscle you have, the more your body's going to need calories to burn. So if you're continuing on the scale you're continuing, where you're losing fat and building muscle at the same time, I don't see that problem. But what will eventually happen, and this happens to everyone, especially people like you who are going through a radical shift in body composition, the body will only gain so much muscle before, and muscle easily. And I say easily, it's still a pain in the butt, but there's a difference. So for example, someone who is starting to weight lift continually, you might gain 15 to 25 pounds of muscle within a year, like solid muscle, and you're working hard and you're taking the right supplements, and you'll see those gains. And then that next year, you're going to work just as hard, and that 25 pounds, that, the 15 to 20 pounds you gain suddenly is only 7. And you're like, what the crap? And then that 7 goes down to 3. And then that 3 goes down to 1. And that's why these big bodybuilders, these massive, and again, that you got to eat to get this weight. But that's why these big, heavy bodybuilders, the gods, the Ronnie Colemans, the Jay Cutlers, right? They will work all year long to gain 4 or 5 pounds of muscle. Yeah. Because their body doesn't want to be that big. It's literally fighting them. So will you get to that point, to their point? Obviously not. But will you get to a point where your body goes, I don't want to build muscle anymore? Yes, you'll hit that point. And when you hit that point, that's where we have to reevaluate. And you'll know because you'll plateau. You'll hardcore plateau. It'll be like, it won't be 1 week where you're up and down a couple pounds. It will be like 2 weeks of just solid up a pound, down a pound, up a pound, down a pound, up a pound, down a pound. And that's when we just have to reevaluate the calories you're eating, what you're eating, reevaluate the diet, and radically change the workout. But that's not, I guarantee that's not for at least another year.
Yeah, there's nothing crunchy in the diet, that's for sure.
Cheese crisps.
Yeah, I just need to make some. I tried making crunchy meat, and I burnt it. It wasn't very good.
Well, that's all I got, everybody.
Yeah. This is kind of just an update week. But the numbers are, the scale's kind of cool, how I finally got that working.
Yeah, that is really cool.
So I'm also really proud of all of the weight that I've increased in the gym. So
you've lost weight, and you've increased your put out.
Got some gains.
Awesome. Your gains get swole. Very impressed, my friend. Very impressed. Keep it up. Yeah. Keep the good work up.
Thanks for your help.
I
tried these. They work. Yeah.
Love you to death, and I want you to watch your kids grow up, as your song says, and that's what's going to happen. So,
yeah.
Okay, everybody.
It's been fun. We'll see. You still good for Thursday, right?
Thursday, yep. For the next 6 weeks, it'll be Thursdays. Yes, sir.
Okay. The show's on Thursdays for a while. Yeah, then I shouldn't have any conflicts with that.
We can change it to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Any of those days is fine.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you guys in a week, and we'll see how much weight I gained from the buffet.
Probably none. You're going to step on that scale and realize, holy crap, I actually lost weight.
I'm not going to step on it until I've pooped. That's 100% sure.
Yeah,
so
that's what's going to happen. All right, everybody.
Good night,
have a
Joshua.
good one.
And Best Gen on Saturday. More Albelio, more Alien Earth, and
is Alien Earth out already?
Yeah, it's the TV show. So
is it any good?
Weekly now. I don't know yet. It's fine. There are some frustrating plot holes. It's not.
How many episodes?
It's definitely not the worst TV show. So episode 3 dropped this week.
Okay.
But I really like the Alien movies. I think they're really good. So I'm watching it.
Then I saw Fallout Season 2's coming in December, isn't it?
I did. I saw. I didn't see the release date, but I saw that the trailer had come out on my phone, and I haven't looked into it yet. So
should be good. All right. Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye. It's been fun.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's true, please take a minute to subscribe to the channel, and you can join us along for the ride. And if you pay me, I'll try to be more entertaining. So please consider joining Patreon and getting your name in the credits with pride.
I'd buy that for $1.